Well, it looks like James Gunn gave us a new clip for Creature Commandos, and it kind of gives us a little bit of an idea of how this particular project ties into the previous DCEU. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about the new clip, all the character reveals, and the little statement from Rick Flag Sr. that seems to tie this project to the Suicide Squad. Well, honestly guys, I'm pretty excited for Creature Commandos, and it's only 4 days away. Everything I've heard so far from those that have got to see the series say it's particularly awesome. And all the reviews for the series start to kick off tomorrow. Now, we've gotten a few trailers for their project, but recently we got our very first clip for the show, and the clip itself does reveal quite a bit. Now, this clip highlights Rick Flag Sr. taking the new members of Task Force M on their very first mission. And all the dysfunction between this sort of makeshift family is on full display for fans, and the banter does look to be a lot of fun. Now, as expected, G.I. Robot just wants to kill Nazis, while everyone else generally just doesn't want to be there. Now, one character that's part of this new group is Weasel, and if you're fans of The Suicide Squad, James Gunn's previous DC outing, well, you kind of remember the character. Now, in the same clip, it's pretty clear that he's not enjoying the helicopter ride, which leads to Flag referencing some of the events in the film, noting that the character does not like to ride in the Osprey. Now, if you remember correctly, during that film, he seemed to drown and was sort of one of the end-of-film surprises. Remember, it was revealed that Weasel couldn't swim, seeming to have the character drown right on the beach as the film kicked off after being rescued by Savant. Now, this is one of those tip of the cards that James Gunn is giving us leading in. This clearly ties to the previous film, and like we've been saying all along, I definitely believe James Gunn is going to play favorites with all of these characters, and basically if you're trying to figure out what's canon, look to what James Gunn has already worked on, and rest assured that will probably find its way in. Now, as far as the series goes, the banter in this trailer really gets me even more excited. Alan Tudyk's Dr. Phosphorus is really more the focus of the clip, and we get a little bit of banter between him and the bride, setting up what seems to be quite a funny show. Actually, showrunner Dean Lorey was asked how this show was a little different from his previous DC animations. He actually worked on Harley Quinn and Kite Man and referred to them as pure comedies, but that this is going to be more of a drama action project with a good bit of comedy sprinkled in. He went on to say that lots of these characters, like Frankenstein, are going to be a bit more than what you would expect. For example, he said Frankenstein is an intellectual and a bit of a stalker, so expect a pretty high level of character development for this series, and I don't think we've seen the last of any of them, because it's clear Rick Flag Sr. is going to be the glue for the new DCU. So, what do you guys think? How do you feel about this little tie to the Suicide Squad in this first clip for Creature Commandos? And do you think it's a fair assessment to say that basically if James Gunn worked on it, it's canon, and if not, it's highly suspect? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Now, before you take off, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, ring that bell for all the updates, and make sure you get every notification because we do daily Marvel and DC content and we don't want you to miss any news.